the themes I want to talk to you today is that I've went through many transformations, and I can give my wisdom, what has helped me to go through all this transformation. And right now I'm in a period of transformation as well. So, and the transformation haven't been ever easy, but it's the biggest gift we can get, because then when we close some old doors, we can open new doors. And the new is always something, at least I found that the new is always something that resonates better with the current self. And the new is, there is a reason why the new is coming. So anyways, but this is the introduction. And so what I want to talk today is, I want to start with the fears. And I think we all have fears. At least people in Finland, I know that they have fears, but maybe you have some fears as well. And I burned out 5 years ago, and I burned out really badly, and I was suicidal, and I was depressed, and I didn't want to continue my life anymore. And that started a really big transformation within me. And I worked with my fears. I worked with the fear of death, fear of losing the people I love, the fear of failure, and many other things. But then actually I have worked with many fears, but I think the biggest fear I still have, and I think it's a positive fear, and that fear is that I can't reach my potential, that I can't be who I am. I can't do what I'm supposed to be doing on the earth. And this, I don't mean money with this. I don't mean that I get some kind of recognition or success, like a traditional success, like the way success is traditionally defined. I don't mean that, but I feel that I really want to be who I am, and I want to do what I need to be doing here on this planet Earth. And one evening I was having a meditation on a beach. I'm not right now. I'm living in Helsinki, but I was having this beautiful full moon meditation on the beach, and I heard these words that, Pekka, you need to do what you have to do. And at that point, I decided that actually I'm gonna do whatever I have to do. It can be scary what I have to do, something new. It can be really unexpected what I need to do with my career or with my life. But I'm really committed to hearing that inner voice. So my biggest fear is that I'm not able to follow that inner feeling or follow my heart's desires. And I will share some of the stories, like two of the stories, that how maybe two techniques that I've used to follow this, my heart's desires. And a little bit about the success that I have redefined success. Before the burnout, success for me was that I can earn as much money as possible. That was the definition of the success. And I wanted to attend every possible self-development seminar, and I wanted to reach richness and get money and get wealth, get rich. But now I define the success in a way that I want to be truthful, and I want to manifest all the heart's desires. So I want to do and manifest everything that comes through me. And it's not about me. This is not about me. This is something that comes through me. And that's why I'm here today, that something is coming through me. And when Obed mentioned that maybe I should come here, then after 10 minutes, I just started writing that, maybe this is something I need to talk. So this is not about me. This is about you. This is something that comes through me to you. So this is the introduction, and I want to talk a little bit about accountability, because I've done many things and I have changed my career many times. In the beginning, I was a programmer. And then I became a marketer, and now I'm in a phase of becoming some kind of like stepping into this spiritual realm, like doing spiritual courses, retreats, meditations, and stuff like that. So, and I want to talk a little bit about accountability. And I define accountability in two ways. And the first category is my inner accountability. And the second category is outer accountability. And in the beginning, now I want to start talking a little bit about this inner accountability. So in 2013, I heard a calling that I actually need to start teaching people how to write ebooks, how to write books and self-publish them. The only problem for me was that I was not an author. This is totally new to me, but I really knew that I really have to share this wisdom I have inside, and I need to help people to self-publish books. It's like that came from like out of the blue. I just didn't know anything about this before, but then I decided I will help people to publish their books. And so we started a blog, me and my team, and then we got tons of requests that could we teach how to write these books. And it would be really easy to teach how to write a book. It would be really easy to understand what it is about. I defined that I want to start doing this 6-month training. And the way I started this was that I actually made a waiting list, and people added their emails and phone numbers there. And I actually spent maybe 40 hours talking with these people. And where I'm going with this is that often we don't actually define the cause why we are working with something. We don't define the why. And it's really clear that when I'm teaching something about ebooks, it's gonna be, it will include maybe writing tips or marketing tips or something, the course. But I asked myself, what is the main thing with this ebook thing? And I came to the conclusion that why these people join this course is not about getting sales. It's not about becoming famous, or it's not about becoming authors, but it was all about making the dream come true. So I found out with these calls that many people, they start writing the book, then they quit. Something happens, life comes and something happens, and then they don't continue, they don't finish the book. And many of these people, they have a hard desire to actually finish the book, actually make this happen. And then they can say to their children maybe that actually they actually finished something they started. And this sounds very simple, but it was not easy to see. And when I realized what I'm really doing, and many people, they just do and they don't stop. Of course, I think you stop because you are in this special group. But many people I found, because I've taught many people, I've helped many entrepreneurs, say they don't stop and really, really deeply think what they are doing. And I stopped and I realized that actually this is all about the dreams. And then I realized that I'm actually making it possible people to achieve their dream. And now it's in a book form, that dream. And when I defined the cause really, really clearly, I knew what I was doing. And why I'm saying this is that then the thing becomes bigger than who I am. It's not about me, that I'm some kind of ebook expert or I'm some kind of special guy. But it became very clear that if actually I don't do this, I don't actually start this new training and I don't face my fears, then these people won't get the help they would get otherwise. And this becomes inner accountability for me. So whenever I'm starting something new, I always define what is this all about? What's the cause? What's the bigger than me thing what I'm doing there? And when I actually realized that it's all about the dreams, it's not about the money, it's not about the freedom, it's not about lifestyle, being a lifestyle entrepreneur who writes books. We actually changed the messaging altogether and started talking about the dreams. And many other people in Finland, they are actually talking about books and not actually finishing the book. And the finishing the book is the big thing. That's something people really want. And so when I define these courses, and I really look deeply there, I create inner accountability, because now I'm in a situation that if I don't do this, then these people don't get help. And so this proved to be very successful because I communicated very clearly about this, that this training is all about ass kicking, that I actually like push these people gently and make sure that these people can finish their books. So, and I followed this method nowadays. And Obed mentioned about this digital university. And in material terms, it has been very successful. It's a membership training in Finland for heart-centered entrepreneurs who want to build their online businesses. And we made last year our first €500,000 launch. And so basically we did I think in Finland first €500,000 online course launch. And but it's not about that. And I again followed my own way of defining the course. And now people can think that this digital university is all about getting money or getting rich, or it could be actually creating businesses or whatever. But actually we defined the course very differently. So basically, like if I would be helping businesses to make businesses, it wouldn't be like a bigger than me course that gives me the inner accountability to actually help these people. But instead of that, we realized that when we talk with these potential clients, we realized that actually what is this all about? And we realized that many entrepreneurs who want to share their heart's message, like what comes through their heart, they want to share it. And they are really lonely when they make these businesses, because often people, they have maybe one people in a team, or then they have a small team. But often I found that these online entrepreneurs, they can be very lonely. And they may have some other entrepreneur friends with them. But then these other entrepreneurs, they don't think in the same way than they do. Often I found that many entrepreneurs, they could be chasing money, or they are struggling or something. But I realized that in Finland, there are many entrepreneurs who really want goodness in life. They want to share their heart's gift with the world. And it can be very lonely to think really differently. So basically what we found out is that we defined this training as a tribe, that it's all about the tribe. We bring all these people together. And what can we accomplish with this, that when we bring these people together, is that we become more powerful. Like we can actually change the culture in Finland. We can redefine entrepreneurship. And if we translate Finnish Finnish word for entrepreneur, it's a trier, a person who tries. And so we want to, that's not a very good word for being an entrepreneur. I try to be entrepreneur. if you try, can you do it? Maybe not. But we defined again that actually we want to make this cultural shift in Finland. And I know this is a grandiose thing, but it doesn't, there is no failure, but we define what we are actually doing. And when we defined this, I created inner accountability, because now if I'm afraid of being in front of the camera, or I feel tired of doing all this work and helping these people, then I can always go back to this cause that I'm working for, and it's not about me. And when somebody criticizes me, it's never about me. It's always about them. So this is the way I often define. I really look deep and look what I'm really doing. And then the other part of the equation is the outer accountability. That what I found is that, I don't know if you have the same experience, that if you start doing something that's meaningless, that is not meaningful for you, it can be easy to do it. But when something is very dear to you and it's very personal and it's very important, it can feel more frightening to start going to that path. I don't know if you have experienced that, but if it's really close to your heart, then there can be the fears kick in a massive way. It depends, of course, of the person. But in my case, that has been the case that like teaching ebooks, that's not that frightening, but actually helping people with their heart's desires or helping people to reach peace, that's so frightening because it's so dear to me. That topic is so close to my heart. So basically, if I'm like getting closer to who I am and what I really should be doing on the planet Earth, I found that always a very good technique is, of course, to create this inner accountability, but also create this outer accountability. And that's why I have been I don't know if Obed told me, but I've been in this breakthrough year program twice. So 1 year was not enough for me because I'm a slow learner. So I have to be the second year as well. But I was creating this outer accountability, that I surround myself with people who actually are doing something meaningful. And that has been very important part of my journey as well. And I found that when I'm accountable for someone and I get these fears, like now, what I'm in a third phase, that I'm transforming in a new field and starting new trainings, at least in Finland, maybe somewhere else as well. This is so personal. This gets personal because this is so close who I am and what I really want to do on this planet Earth. So I understand I can create this cause for myself, and I know what I'm doing. But then it's like very easy to delay the first video, or it's very easy to delay pressing the publish button on a blog, or starting sharing TikToks or whatever you want to do, or announce that actually you have this first retreat, and then and Obed knows this really well with me, that it's so easy to postpone, like little bit, maybe with 1 week, or maybe next month is the best time to do it because A, B, and C. So I really encourage you to, like, of course now you are in a really beautiful place because you are here surrounded with these amazing people, and then I encourage you to really define the cause, why you are doing something, and this defining the cause is very simple stuff, but like with this ebook training, it was really hard to see what is that training all about, like really, like, and I think this, that I really, even though this changing the culture in Finland, like a entrepreneurship culture, that's a big theme, and it sounds really grandiose, a really big dream, but like after this burnout, I realized that I'm a crazy person. So it doesn't mind if I'm doing crazy stuff. So because crazy people, they do crazy stuff, so it's okay to do that crazy stuff. And I encourage people to be crazy. It's like you can be like lunatics and crazy people, and then I found that these crazy people, they actually end up changing this world, like really crazy people, and for me, this changing this world is not about the success or being someone, but it's all about that I am in my full power, and I can channel everything that comes through me, and I don't regret the things that I haven't done. So this is something I wanted to share. I don't know if this was helpful, or if you want to ask anything, but and yes, and that's why I also joined this accountable game changer mastermind, because that's the outer accountability that creates inner accountability, and I really think that this world needs new leaders, new people who actually act from the kindness and from the love, and change that. So that's the reason I also joined. So anyways, but this is like few ideas. Hopefully this was helpful, or you got something out of it.
Thank you for sharing. Can I have a round of applause for Pekka? Wonderful, man. Really beautiful speech from the heart. And what a privilege to have you right now here with us today. In your own time, you decide to come and share. And also, of course, a privilege that you joined our Break Free program twice. I mean, that's, yeah, wow. And it's just a real privilege. And just, again, to hear your journey, and just all these memories come up of those days when I was coaching you, and just to see how you going through fears and overcome your fears, and you go new breakthroughs, and you keep applying courage and curiosity. It's and here you are today. Yeah, amazing. Thank you for sharing.